Good afternoon and welcome to the Averett Sports Network here on this beautiful Friday afternoon for a softball doubleheader between the Averett University Cougars and the Shenandoah University Hornets. So this game was actually originally scheduled to be played earlier this week, but due to a pretty large amount of rain, we had to bump this game to today. But as you can see, sunny skies here in Danville, Virginia, so beautiful day for some softball. So I'm going to run through real quick Shenandoah's starting lineup and batting order 1 through 9. We got number 1 playing right field, Allison McQueenie. Number 19 at second base, Brenna Westwood. Number 25 playing third, Danielle McNeil. Number 16, Tiffany Bauer. Number 23 in the DP spot, Taylor Smith. Catching, number 27, Sarah Median. Number 13, Paige Eagleton. Playing first, number 21, center fielder, Lexi Reed. Number 6 in the 9 spot, Rachel Blumenshine, left field. And pitching today for the Hornets is number 22, Kayla Stevenson.
Fans of this song, we ask that you please rise and honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And we're back here. Now, I'm going to flash on the screen for those watching at home Averett's defensive lineup here today. So, starting, we have Taylor Sullivan pitching today for the Cougars. Behind the plate, we got Molly George. First base is Mackenzie Luckenbaugh. We have Kaylee Gates in right field. Cadence Woodliff at second. Zabik in center. Newcomb playing short. Jones in left. Angela Rodriguez over at third. And then the DP for the Cougars today is going to be Haley Tweedy.
Or scan the QR code located on the blue box just beside the press box.
So first pitch going to be underway here in a few minutes. Sullivan actually was named ODAC Player of the Week earlier this week on Monday. She's coming into this matchup with a 3 ERA, a 3-6 record, 9 appearances, 9 starts. With 51.1 innings pitched, she has allowed 63 hits, 25 runs, with 46 strikeouts. So, Sullivan out to a hot start here. About midway through the season now. That pitch going to be fouled off, so things are going to be evened up now with a 1-1 count. Up at the plate for Shenandoah right now is Allison McQueenie. She's going to foul another one off. Queenie's got the hottest batting average on this Hornets squad with a 400 batting average with 24 hits, 3 doubles, and 3 RBIs. That's going to be another one fouled off, so count's going to remain 1-2. Let's see what Sullivan's got for her here. Maybe she tries for something out of the zone. And a big swing and a miss. Leadoff strikeout for Taylor Sullivan. Like I said earlier, she's got quite a bit of strikeouts already this season. And that one would be her 47th. So now that's going to bring up Brenna Westwood now in the top of the first with 1 out, nobody on. Sullivan fires that first pitch in for a strike. Off-speed pitch there, swung on and might have fouled that one off. Regardless, it's an 0-2 count. Trying to hit that outside corner there, but that's going to miss for a ball. That pitch is going to be fouled off. Westwood going to step back into the box. 1-2 count. Sullivan with the pitch. That one's going to be grounded out to Woodliff at second for the 4-3 putout. So 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the first. That's going to bring up Danielle McNeil.
Got out in third baseman, Danielle McNeil.
McNeil coming into this contest with a .392 batting average. So, first pitch swung on and popped foul behind the press box. So, quick 0-1 count. Sullivan going to catch the outside corner there, so now 2 strikes on McNeil. Swing and a miss, and Sullivan's going to ring her up. 3 down here in the top of the first. We'll be right back after the break here on the Averett Sports Network.
Nova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
We're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Bottom of the first about to get underway. In the circle for the Hornets is going to be Kayla Stevenson. That last name might sound familiar, and that's because she's actually siblings with Averett's own Casey Stevenson, so a little bit of a sibling rivalry here. Typically, Stevenson pitches in game 2, but we'll see what happens here. Who knows? She might come in here at some point. That first pitch by Stevenson going to be fired in for a strike. Newcomb going to foul that one off. Quick 0-2 count on Newcomb. Newcomb coming in with a .355 batting average. So that one's going to be grounded to second, and she's going to get the 4-3 put out. So that's going to be the first out of the bottom half of the first. And that's going to bring up center fielder Hannah Zabik. Zabik, last home game we had here at Cougar Field, hit a walk-off single in the center field and extra innings to end the game. So that first pitch going to be fired in for a strike. See if Zabik can ride the hot hand from earlier this week. That one going to be lined through the left side. And Zabik's going to reach first on the single. First hit of the game for either side. And that's going to bring up number 12, Cadence Woodliff. Woodliff coming in with the highest batting average on this Cougar squad with a .417 average, 25 hits, 7 doubles, 12 RBIs. And that pitch going to miss outside. She's got an on-base percentage of .453, so pretty consistent getting on base. That one's going to be popped up. Second baseman got to get under that one for the second out. So 1 on, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. And that's going to bring up number 7, Taylor Sullivan. That pitch fired in for a ball, and Zabik took second in the process. So now we got a runner in scoring position with a 1-0 count to Taylor Sullivan. Sullivan coming into this one with a .289 batting average. That one's going to be hit. And it's going to bounce and go into the warning track. That's going to score 1. So that's going to be a run score for the Cougars early on off the bat of Taylor Sullivan. Stand-up double for Sullivan. So that's going to bring up number 13, Molly George. So now the Cougars up 1-0 early here in this game. See if Molly George can keep things going here for the Cougars. That one's going to be hit up the middle. That may score a run. And it does. Molly George with a single up the middle to score another run for the Cougars here in the bottom of the second, or excuse me, the bottom of the first with 2 outs. Have a little bit of a circle visit here with Stevenson before Mackenzie Luckenbaugh comes up. So Cougars out to a quick 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. So Luckenbaugh about to step in here. Luckenbaugh batting .258 this season. She's driven in 5 RBIs. So potentially an opportunity for another one here. So that pitch going to miss outside. Make a 1-0 count. That one could be hit straight to the first baseman, and she's going to get the unassisted right there. So that's going to mark the end of the first inning. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network after the break.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Taylor Sullivan stepping back into the circle for the Cougars. She had a pretty solid start, getting all three batters out last inning. So let's see if it's more of the same for the Cougars. Riding this hot hand after scoring 2 runs in the first inning.
Leading off the top of the second inning for Shenandoah, number 16, Tiffany Bauer.
And that's going to bring up number 16, Tiffany Bauer. Bauer also batting over 300 on this Hornet squad, batting 323. She also leads. That one's going to be fouled off. Leads the Hornets with 18 RBIs. So 0-1 count to Bauer. She's going to check her swing there. That's going to be called a ball, so that's going to even things up 1-1. That pitch going to miss outside, so 2-1 count to Bauer. And that one's going to land in for a strike, so now even count. That ball going to be fouled off over the away dugout, so she'll step back in here. See what Sullivan's got in her bag of tricks for a 2-2 count. A swing and a miss. Sullivan gets another strikeout. So 1 out, nobody on here for the Hornets in the top of the second inning. That's going to bring up Taylor Smith, number 23, in the DP spot here for the Hornets. First pitch strike for Sullivan. Another strike for Sullivan. So now, quick 0-2 count here. See if Sullivan gets her to chase. And that pitch gonna just barely miss. So 1-2 count. Great pitch by Sullivan. And that pitch going to miss outside. Even things up now. Sullivan's still got a few pitches to work with. And that one's going to be chopped to Newcomb at short. And that's going to get the out there. So now 2 outs for the Hornets, and that's going to bring up number 27, Sarah Medellin. Excuse me.
Now batting the catcher, Sarah Medellin.
She thought about it there, but that one's going to land in for a strike. That one's going to be popped up. Luckenball under it. And she's going to get the catch there for the 3rd out. We'll be right back here in the bottom of the 2nd after this break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
Now we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Number 16, Angela Rodriguez got a lead off here for the Cougars.
For the Cougars, number 16, Angela Rodriguez.
First pitch fired in for a strike by Stevenson. That pitch going to be high and away. Even things up now. That one's going to be chopped over the 3rd baseman. And that will be the 1st out of the bottom of the 2nd. With that, that'll bring up number 22, Haley Tweedy.
Now batting number 22, Haley Tweedy.
Oh. First pitch fired in for a strike to Tweedy. Swing and a miss there, so Tweedy now down 0-2 with 1 out. Pitch high and away. That pitch could be low and in the dirt, so that'll even things up. Now 2-2. Tweedy battling back in this count. Big swing and a miss there, so it's going to be a strikeout for Stevenson. So now 2 outs. And
The left fielder, Hannah Jones.
that'll bring up number 20, Hannah Jones. She's playing left field today. First pitch to her is going to miss outside. That pitch going to catch the outside corner for strike 2. So this inning, Stevenson doing a good job against the bottom half of this Averett lineup. That pitch going to miss, so 1-2 now to Jones. And that one's going to get grounded to the pitcher. And that's going to be the 3rd out, so we'll be right back in the top of the 3rd after this break. And we're back here in the top of the 3rd. It's going to bring up Paige Eagleton. So Sullivan and this Cougars defense keeping Shenandoah at bay. That one's going to be fouled off. Sullivan still yet to give up a hit in the top of the 3rd. That pitch going to be popped up, and Newcomb going to get under that one for that 1st out. That's going to bring up number 21, Lexi Reed. So Reed steps in. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch swung on and fouled off. That one going to be low, so it's got to even things up. 1-1. That one going to be swung on and fouled off over the away dugout, so quick 1-2 count here. And that pitch was close, but gonna just miss outside. 2-2. And she's got to look in, strike 3. Another punch out here for Sullivan early on. So now 2 outs, nobody on here in the top of the 3rd. That's going to bring up number 6, Rachel Blumenshine. And that one's going to be fouled off along the third baseline, so 0-1 count. That one going to be popped up. Woodliff under it, and that's going to get them out the top of the third inning. We'll be right back after the break. And we're back here in the the bottom of the third, and leading off is going to be Mackenzie Newcomb. Newcomb swinging on the first pitch, going to get to the shortstop, and Aaron throws, going to send her to second, and she's going to roll into second here on the error. So, runner already in scoring position. Pitch got away from the catcher there, so Newcomb got to roll in the third now. 1-0 count here to Hannah Zabik. Swinging on the first pitch, but that's going to be tipped foul. So, great opportunity for Zabik here. Driving another run for the Cougars. She's going to hit that one. Didn't land, actually. The second baseman got under that one for a pop out, so 1 out now, and that's going to bring up number 12, Cadence Woodliff. Thought for a second that one was going to drop, but just hung up just a little too long. So that pitch going to miss outside, so 0-1 count to Woodliff. 1 out, runner on third. That pitch going to miss outside. That will even things up. Excuse me, it's a 2-0 count. But that pitch is going to make it 3-0. So, let's see what she does here. She's got to look that one in for a strike. Now Woodliff's in the position if she sees something she really likes, she can go ahead and swing. Send that runner home from third. Or take the walk and put runners on the corners. So let's see what happens. She's got to swing on it. She's got to go to the shortstop. The tag. The ball's going to pop out. So on the throw, the runner's going to go to second. She's going to be safe as well. So that's another run here for the Cougars. Close play at the plate, but huge for the Cougars with the ball popping out because it looked like she was going to be dead to rights if she had held on to that one. So that pitch can be fired in for a strike. That one going to be hit out. It's got to get through the right side. And looks like they're going to hold Woodliff there at third. So runners on the corners now. 1 out. And that's going to bring up number 13, Molly George. This top half of the lineup has been hot in this game. So I believe George got an RBI earlier in this game in the first inning. So let's see if she can put it together again. Runner's going to go. Bit of a hit and run. Pitcher bobbles it. And on that, Cougars are going to score another run. Looks like they're going to have a bit of a circle visit here. So that's going to bring Mackenzie Luckenbaugh back up to the plate here. And that's going to be fired in for a strike. So runners on first and second, 1 out, 0-1 count. Here to Luckenbaugh. Pitch going to miss high and away. Big position for Luckenbaugh to crack this game wide open. Another pitch going to miss high and away. So now a 2-1 count to Luckenbaugh. Huge opportunity for the Cougars. She's got a swing on that one. And second baseman lays out, but that was going to get through the right side, and the Cougars are going to score another run here. So the Cougars are keeping things rolling here in the bottom of the third, and that's going to bring Angela Rodriguez back up to the plate. Still just 1 out here. And it appears that they're going to have a pitching change here. Number 23. Trying to find a name here. Number 23, Taylor Smith, coming in to pitch. So Smith coming in, she was listed as the DP, so
Angela Rodriguez.
that's going to bring Angela Rodriguez back up to the plate, and she's going to step in here. 2 runners on, one out here in the bottom of the third. Pitch going to get away there, and both runners going to advance to second and third. So 1-0 count. Huge spot for Rodriguez. The pitch going to miss inside. 2-0 count to Rodriguez. I imagine just putting something in play may score the runner here over at third. That pitch got landed in for a strike. So now a 2-1 count to Rodriguez. Big swing and a miss there by Rodriguez. That'll even things up now. Still just 1 out, so see if Rodriguez can at least put this one in play. A swing and a miss. That's going to be a strikeout here for Smith. So now 2 outs. That's going to bring up number 22, Haley Tweedy.
Number 22, Haley Tweedy.
That pitch going to be low. Runner's going to stay put, though. Tweedy stepping back in. That one going to be chopped to the third baseman. And a 5-3 put out, but not before the Cougars can extend their lead to a 5-0 lead going into the top of the fourth after this break.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
So we're back at the top of the lineup here for the Hornets with Allison McQueenie leading off. Here in the top of the fourth. Cougars had a big inning, extending their lead to 5-0. Hornets still looking for their first hit of the contest. That one's going to be popped up, but foul. That ball low and in the dirt. That pitch is going to be fired in for a strike, so now 1-2 count to McQueenie. That one could be lined into left field and caught. Good catch there by Jones, so that will bring up number 19, Brenna Westwood.
Now by number 19, Brenna Westwood.
Great job getting to that ball. I thought that had a really good chance of landing. That pitch going to be fouled off. That's a huge confidence boost for a pitcher, having your defense behind you to make the plays when they're needed. Pitch is going to be high and away, so even count now, 1-1. Off-speed pitch there, going to land in for a strike. Pitch going to just miss outside there. That pitch going to be fouled off. A big swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Sullivan. Sullivan's just absolutely dealing in game one.
Now by number 25, Danielle McNeil.
So 2 outs. That's going to bring up number 25, Danielle McNeil. That one's going to be grounded to Newcomb. Cougars going to be back here in the bottom of the 4th inning after this break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
So now leading off for the Cougars is going to be number 20, Hannah Jones. Off-speed pitch there, going to miss. So Cougars leading 5-0 going into the bottom of the 4th. That pitch is going to be fouled off. And it's going to land behind the home dugout. So Jones going to retreat back and step in the box. Even count. That one's going to be chopped to the shortstop. And they're going to get the 6-3 put out. So that's going to be the first out of the bottom half of the 4th. That's going to bring up number 7.
Now by the shortstop, number 6, Mackenzie.
Excuse me. That's going to bring up number 6, Mackenzie Newcomb. That first pitch can be fired in for a strike. So big swing and a miss there by Newcomb. Quick 0-2 count. It's going to be a ball. And in her last at bat, she actually reached second following an error. So that pitch going to be fouled off, going to plunk the top of the press box here. So the count will remain 1-2. See if she can battle back in this count. That pitch going to be popped up. The shortstop, Bauer, going to have no problem getting under that one. So 2 outs now, and that's going to bring up number 17, Hannah Zabik. Just going to look at that first pitch. It'll be a ball. 2 outs, nobody on in the bottom of the 4th here for the Cougars. That one's going to be hit over to third. High throw, but good catch by the first baseman to land back on the bag and get them out of the bottom of the 4th. We'll be right back in the top of the 5th after this break.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
So we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Bauer leading off here for the Hornets. And that one's going to be line foul. Swinging on that first pitch. Pitch gonna just miss. Pitch landed at the knees, so could probably been called either way. That pitch gonna be high and away, so 2-1 count now to Bauer. Pitch going to miss, so 3-1 count now to Bauer. See if Sullivan can come back with a strike. And that one's going to land in for a strike, so full count now. Great comeback pitch for Sullivan. Sullivan with the payoff pitch. And that one's going to be fouled. The other pitch can be fouled off, so Bauer staying alive here with a full count. And that one's going to be hit up. Got to bounce off the fence. And Bauer got to roll into second with a leadoff double. Just trying not to say it too much, but that's going to be the first hit for Shenandoah. And there goes Sullivan's chances of a perfect game, but so far still pitched a heck of a game, allowing just one hit so far.
Pitch running at second base for the Hornets, number 8, Eliza Hunt.
And then we're going to have number 8, Eliza Hunt, coming in to pinch hit for Bauer, or pinch run for Bauer, excuse me. So 1 on, nobody out. That pitch going to miss. 1-0 count. Another pitch going to miss, so 2-0 count now to Smith. Excuse me, 1-1 count to Smith. Another pitch high and away. Pitch going to be fouled off and even things up 2-2. A ball going to be lined foul along the right field line. That one could be lined over Rodriguez's head over third. That's going to score 1 at least. So Smith going to get an RBI single and advance to second on the throw. Sullivan having a circle visit. So it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here for Smith, number 11.
Now running at second.
Shannon Keeney.
For Shenandoah, number 11, Shannon Keeney.
So with that run, they've cut down the Cougar lead to just 4 runs now. That one going to be hit up. Gates going to get under it and right. So that'll be the first out in the top of the 5th. With that, that's going to bring up number 13, Paige Eagleton.
Back to play first baseman, Paige Eagleton.
So 1 out, runner on second here for the Hornets. That pitch close, but going to just miss. Big swing and a miss. It's got even things up 1-1. Another big cut there. Gonna put 2 strikes now on Eagleton. And that's going to be a strikeout for Sullivan. So now 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. And it appears that they're going to have a pinch hitter here for the Hornets. Number 3, Sydney Flores. Flores stepping in here with 1 runner on, 2 outs. Big opportunity for the Hornets to potentially close the gap even further. Swinging at the first pitch, but that's going to be a strike 1. Pitch going to be low and away. Even things up. That pitch gonna catch the bottom half of the strike zone, so now a 1-2 count to Flores. A swing and a miss, so that's another punch out for Sullivan. She got out of the inning and just allowing 1 run. So we'll be back on the Averett Sports Network after the break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. It's going to bring number 12, Cadence Woodliff, to lead off here. First pitch can be low and inside. Cougars leading 5-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. That one's going to be high, but swung on. Just going to land foul. So Woodliff going to step back in here with a 1-1 count. Another pitch swung on and fouled off. So 2 strikes now on Woodliff. She's pulled her last 2 foul balls, so let's see if Smith goes with something off speed. She does, but she's able to get a hold of it. It's going to land for a single. Great bit of hitting there by Woodliff. It's going to be 7 hits now for the Cougars in game 1. It's going to bring up number 7, Taylor Sullivan. Showing bunt here. It's going to get down. So Sullivan going to be out, but it will advance Woodliff to second. So that's going to bring up number 13, Molly George. So runner in scoring position, 1 out. Pitch going to be low and in the dirt, but good job by the catcher behind the plate, keeping it in front of her. Big swing and a miss there by George. 1-1 count now. That one's going to be popped up. And pops off her glove over and left. And a throw over to second. And it's going to get her trying to advance to second. Looks like head coach Carol Oberhelman going to come over and talk to the ump about that call. And yeah, she was called out, so we're going to have 2 outs now, runner on first. It's got to bring up number 1, Mackenzie Luckenbaugh. A little bit of a unfortunate event there. The ball was up in the air and I thought it was going to be a fly out, so she remained at second, tried to make it back but couldn't get back in time. And a throw down to second. It's going to bounce and she's going to be safe. A 2-0 count to Luckenbaugh. Pitch going to be outside. So now a 3-0 count. That one's going to be firing for a strike. So now a 3-1 count here to Luckenbaugh. It's going to be ball 4, so Luckenball going to take first. So now the Cougars got runners on first and second, 2 outs. It's going to bring up number 16, Angela Rodriguez. But might see some switches here. Head coach Carol Oberhelman over there making her changes. And it appears that number 24, Allie Testerman's going to come in and run for Molly George.
For the Cougars, number 24, Allie Testerman.
Trying to get some speed around the base paths here in the later innings. Cougars looking to get some insurance runs. First pitch going to catch the outside of the zone. Big spot for Rodriguez. Big cut there, but runner going to be caught in a rundown. She's going to slide back into second safe. I think there. Maybe it was designed to be a hit and run play. I'm not quite sure. And Rodriguez is going to get a piece of that one, so she'll stay alive with an 0-2 count on her. And that one's going to be popped up, and second baseman's going to catch that one for the third out. We'll be right back here after the break for the top of the 6th inning.
Sova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
And we're leading off here for the Hornets with Rachel Blumenshine leading off. After Blumenshine, that will take us back to the top of the lineup with Allison McQueenie. Pitch going to be fouled off. So 0-1 count to Blumenshine. Pitch going to miss. 1-1 count. Sullivan's pitched a great game so far, allowing just one run here going into the 6th inning. That one going to be popped in the left field. So Blumenshine going to get a leadoff single.
Number 1, Allison McQueenie.
That's going to bring Allison McQueenie back up. Big cut and a miss here on first pitch. So 0-1 count here to McQueenie. Another swing and a miss by McQueenie, so quick 2 strikes on her now. And she's going to get caught looking for the 3rd strike.
Number 19, Brenna Westwood.
Big swing and miss. And the runner's going to go, but she's going to be safe. So with that, the Hornets have a runner in scoring position. Got a lot of work to do to try and come back from this 5-1 lead. And that one's going to be lined, but going to land foul along the right field line. Oh, 2 count now to Westwood. Pitch going to be low. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Westwood. And that one's going to be popped up. And neither middle infielder is able to get to that one, so it's going to drop for a single. So Hornets now have runners on first and second. That pitch going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. Close pitch there, but that's going to even things up. 1-1. Sullivan with the pitch. That one's going to be popped up and land behind the press box here. So now 2 strikes on McNeil. Check swing. He's going to foul that one off, so she'll stay alive here with a 1-2 count. And that one's going to be chopped to Newcomb, and they're going to get the force over there at third, so great job getting the lead runner. So there will still be runners on first and second, but now 2 outs now, and that's going to bring up number 16, Tiffany Bauer. And that one's going to be lined into right field. And a great throw. It's going to hold that runner at third. So bases juiced now for the Hornets. 2 outs. It's going to bring out number 23, Taylor Smith. So pressure is on with for this Cougars defense with bases loaded. Luckily for them, they just need one more out. That's a dangerous spot to be in. First pitch going to catch the outside corner there. Pitch going to miss low and outside. And she thought about it there, but that one's going to be high and bring the count to 2-1. So Sullivan still has a couple of pitches to play with here. Big cut there, and that's going to bring things even now, 2-2. See if Sullivan can get the Cougars out of this inning unscathed. That one's going to be high and away, so now a full count. Big pitch coming up here for Sullivan. Big pitch for Smith as well. A swing and a miss. Sullivan strikes her out and gets the Cougars out of the top of the sixth unscathed. We'll be right back after the break here on the Averett Sports Network.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
We're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Sullivan got out of a tough spot with bases loaded, full count, and she ended up striking out the batter. So see if the Cougars can ride this hot hand. It's got to bring up Haley Tweedy up to the plate. First pitch high. That one's going to be grounded to the pitcher, so this will be a quick first out for the Cougars. That's going to bring up number 20, Hannah Jones. Off-speed pitch, gonna land in there for strike one. Smith still in the circle there for the Hornets. She came in to pitch for Stevenson earlier in the game. That one's gonna be hit to the third baseman. And it's gonna be the second out. The 5-3 put out, so.
The shortstop, number 6, Mackenzie Newcomb.
That's going to bring up number 6, Mackenzie Newcomb. Pitch going to miss. 1-0 count. That pitch going to be flied out. Right fielder there. McQueenie got to get under that one for the third out. We'll be right back after the break.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. In the top of the seventh, Shenandoah's last chance to try and overcome this Cougars lead. Taylor Sullivan's pitched one heck of a game with 9 punch-outs here so far. First pitch going to be grounded out to Newcomb. Quick first out. And it appears that Shenandoah is going to have a pinch hitter, number 28, Kara Watkins, stepping in up into the box. Excuse me. It appears to be number 26, actually. Michaela Boone.
Next inning for Shenandoah, number 26, Michaela Boone.
First pitch fired in for a strike. That pitch is going to be fouled off, so now a quick 0-2 count. Nobody on, 1 out in the top of the seventh. Pitch going to miss just outside. So far, Sullivan's just been masterful in this one. That one going to be low and in the dirt, so now even count, 2-2 to Boone. That one going to be dribbled out to the second baseman. Bobbles it a little bit, but still able to get the out. So good recovery there by Woodliff. So now 2 outs here in the top of the seventh. The Hornets down to their last out, and that's going to bring up number 28, Kara Watkins. And that one's going to be grounded out. Woodliff gets a glove on it, but throw's going to be too late. So Shenandoah gets a single there, so they got a runner on base, 2 outs. It's going to bring up number 6. Rachel Blumenshine. We'll have to double check here, though. It looks like they're making another change. So number 5 going to come in pinch run over at first. That's Savannah Thorne.
Savannah Thorne. And at the plate, number 6, Rachel Blumenshine.
Let's see if Blumenshine can keep the Hornets alive with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. That one's going to be popped up. And Gates going to get under that one for the 3rd out. And the Cougars are going to take game 1, 5-1. Great job defensively by the Cougars, and just an outstanding performance by ODAC Pitcher of the Week, Taylor Sullivan. And stay tuned here on the Averett Sports Network for game 2. Start probably in about 30 minutes, so stay tuned here on the Averett Sports Network after this break. We're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Game 2 of the doubleheader is about to be underway. In the circle for the Cougars, this game is going to be Casey Stevenson. Stevenson coming into this matchup with a 4-4 record and a 2.43 ERA. A 3.23 ERA. First pitch about to be underway here. Allison McQueenie going to lead off here for the Hornets. And that first pitch going to land in for a strike here at 1:56 p.m. Pitch got miss, even things up 1-1. Now the other Stevenson sister out here to pitch for the opposing team. Averett's Casey Stevenson, like I mentioned earlier, is actually sisters with. And that pitch is going to be a strike. She's actually sisters with Kayla Stevenson on the Hornets. That pitch going to be fouled off, so the count will remain 1-2. In game 1, the Cougars were victorious with a 5-1 score. Stevenson with the pitch. That one's going to be fouled off as well, so McQueen doing a good job of staying alive here. That one's going to be hit out to center field. Zabik going to be right under that one, though, for the first out. With that, that'll bring up number 19 second baseman Brenna Westwood.
Second baseman, number 19, Brenna Westwood.
Last game, the Cougars held Shenandoah to just 6 hits, so great defensive game from the Cougars. Let's see what they put together here in game 2. First pitch going to land in for a strike. And that one's going to be hit to Newcomb at short. Newcomb to Luckenball with a 6-3 putout. So quick 2 outs here for Cougars defense. It's going to bring up number 25, Danielle McNeil. Off-speed pitch there, just going to miss inside. Another off-speed pitch, and that one's going to catch the outside corner for strike 1. That one's going to be popped up, but going to land foul. Oh, excuse me. I guess she made the catch. It was a little bit hard to see from where I was sitting, but Cougars are going to get the third out. This is going to lead us to the bottom of the first when we get back after this break.
University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network in the bottom of the first. Number 6, Mackenzie Newcomb going to start off here for the Cougars. And that pitch going to land outside, so 1-0 count now to Newcomb. In the circle. And with that one, that's going to miss too. So 2-0 count. Savannah Thorne in the circle. In game 2, she has a 4-4 record coming into this one. So quick 2-1 count. And that one's going to be lined right back at the pitcher. So, good job by Thorne getting a glove on that one for the first out. That's going to bring up number 17, Hannah Zabik. Big cut there by Zabik on the first pitch, but a whiff on that one, make it 0-1 count. And tries to lay down a bunt. So Zabik was out of the box on that one, so she's going to be rolled out. That's going to bring up Cadence Woodliff here for the Cougars. 2 outs, nobody on. This first pitch going to miss outside. That pitch going to catch the inside of the strike zone. Things evened up now here for Woodliff. Third pitch going to miss here. High and outside. And that pitch going to catch the inside corner here. So even count now, 2-2 to Woodliff. 2 outs, nobody on here in the bottom of the first. And that one's going to plunk her, so a hit by a pitch is going to allow Woodliff to take first. It's going to bring up number 7, Taylor Sullivan.
Coming to the plate for the Cougars, number 7, Taylor Sullivan.
That pitch going to be low and out inside. That pitch going to miss as well. 2-0 count to Sullivan. Sullivan in game 1 pitched a great game, just allowing 6 hits and just 1 run with 9 strikeouts. So 3-0 count now to Sullivan. And that one's going to catch outside corner, so 3-1 count now to Sullivan. Sullivan a threat in the circle as well as the batter's box. That one's going to be swung on and fouled off. So full count now here to Sullivan here in the bottom of the first. Pitch going to miss, so Sullivan's going to reach first on a walk, and that's going to advance the runner over to second. So now runners on first and second, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. That's going to bring out up number 13, Molly George. First pitch going to be fired in for a strike. Big spot here for George early on. Pitch going to be high and away, so even count 1-1 now to George. That one's going to be popped up, but it's going to land on top of the away dugout. So George will retreat back to the batter's box now with a 1-2 count. That pitch going to miss. George accounted for some of the runs early on here in the first inning of the last game, so see what she can do here. Big cut and a miss, so George going to go down on strikes. We'll be right back here after the break on the Averett Sports Network for the top of the second.
Sova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
We're back here on the Averett Sports Network. That's going to bring up number 16, Tiffany Bauer. That one's going to be chopped, but foul. Great job, Rodriguez, getting a glove on that one, but she'll retreat back to the batter's box here with a 0-1 count. That pitch had a bit of movement there, so now an 0-2 count to leadoff batter Tiffany Bauer. big cut there, and that's going to be Stevenson's first strikeout of the game.
Now batting number 23, Taylor Smith.
That's going to bring up number 23, Taylor Smith. Swinging on the first pitch, and Gates going to get under that one. So quick 2 outs here for the Cougars defense. Now that brings up number 27, Sarah Median.
Now batting number 27, Sarah Medina.
That one's going to be fouled off. Stevenson's looked great so far, hitting her spots and getting outs. So, see what she does here. Good pitch there by Stevenson, but gonna be a little high and away. Oh, bring it to a 1-1 count. That one's gonna be popped up. Newcomb ranging over. And between Newcomb and Zabik, no one was able to get to it, but I think that's going to be ruled a single there. Just a tough spot to be able to make the catch there. Saw a ball hit to the same spot earlier today and kind of had the same issue. So that's going to bring up number 5. And that one's going to be lined into left field for a single. So now the Hornets have 2 runners on with 2 outs here in the top of the second.
At the plate, first baseman, number 13, Paige Eagleton.
That's going to bring up number 13, Paige Eagleton. Eagleton a little bit out front on that one. Going to foul it off. So, Hornets have a runner in scoring position, but I don't think it's time to panic just yet. That ball going to be popped up, and it's going to land in left field. They're going to send the runner from third, and the runner's going to score. So with that, Shenandoah takes a 1-0 lead here in the top of the second. That's going to bring up number 6, Rachel Blumenshine. A bit of a circle visit here with Stevenson. Trying to give her some confidence. Say there's only 1 out left to get, so let's try and get them out of the inning. Stevenson's pitch looks like it's going to just miss there. Seemed like she was unsure about that one, but she's going to make contact and foul it off. Let's get even things up 1-1. Still 2 runners on, 2 runners out here for the Hornets. That pitch going to be high, so 2-1 count now. Blumenshine got to make contact once again, but I foul it off. That one's going to be chop foul. Another great effort there by Rodriguez getting a glove on that one as well. And that one's going to be lined over Newcomb's head at short. It's going to score one. And runners are going to advance the base, so after that hit, Shenandoah is going to come out to a 2-0 lead. So head coach Carol Oberhelming come over and have a word with her team. See what she wants to do here. Still early on, and she may try to keep Stevenson in here to try and turn things around. And she does keep Stevenson in, so number one, McQueenie going to step back in here for the Hornets. And swing and a miss on that one. 0-1 count. See if the Cougars can get out of this inning without allowing any more runs. That pitch going to miss. That one's going to be popped up. And Zabik's got to get under it, so the Cougars are going to get out of the inning. But Shenandoah is able to extend their lead to 2-0. We'll be right back after the break.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Number one, Mackenzie Luckenbaugh here to lead off the inning for the Cougars. That first pitch going to be fired in for a strike. See if the Cougars can answer back after Shenandoah was able to put up another run. That one was looked at, but high. It's going to even up the count, 1-1 to Luckenbaugh. That pitch going to catch the inside of the zone, so 1-2 count now to Luckenbaugh. Imagine she'd be swinging at anything close here. Pitch way out of the zone, so things even now. Other pitch going to miss here, so great job by Luckenbaugh working things full now. So got to swing at anything close. And that one's going to be inside, so Luckenball going to reach on a walk. That's going to bring up number 20, Hannah Jones.
Number 20, Hannah Jones.
So Cougars got the leadoff runner on. Let's see if Jones can capitalize here. And that one looked to have plunked Jones. So Cougars now got 2 base runners on with no outs here in the bottom of the second. And that's going to bring up number 16, Angela Rodriguez. Bit of patience here by the Cougars. Good job drawing the walk and then the hit by pitch. So huge spot here. Runners on first and second. Nobody out for Rodriguez as she steps back into the batter's box here. First pitch going to be fired in for a strike. Cougars still looking for their first hit of game 2. Rodriguez going to foul that one off. So 2 strikes now on Rodriguez. High and away there on the pitch, so good eye by Rodriguez, not biting on that waste pitch. Rodriguez going to foul another one off, so she will stay alive here. After Rodriguez, we have Kaylee Gates on deck, and then Mackenzie Newcomb in the hole here for the Cougars. And she's going to be rung up on strikes there. Close call there, but they're going to call as a strike, and that's going to bring up Kaylee Gates.
Right fielder number 9, Kaylee Gates.
Gates steps in here. Just got to look at strike 1. That pitch going to just miss, so good eye by Gates. Drawing the 1-1 count. 2 runners on, 1 out. Thought about it, but good job there by Gates holding back. That one's going to be inside, so now a 3-1 count. So if Gates gets walked, that would load the bases for the Cougars with just 1 out, so that would be huge. I'd be happy with either a hit or a walk in this situation. And that one's going to be hit up the middle. It's going to score 1. On the throw, run's going to go to third, and it's got to be safe. The throw to third's going to pop out of her glove. So Cougars cut down the deficit to just 1 run. Great job by Gates getting the hit there. Coming in clutch for the Cougars. Now they got runners on second and third. So wait for the Cougars to answer back here. That's huge, and that's going to bring up Mackenzie Newcomb. So we're back at the top of Averett's batting lineup, and that one's going to be lined into right field. It's going to score 1. So the Cougars even things up here after the single into right field by Mackenzie Newcomb. With that, that's going to bring up number 17, Hannah Zabik. So in another great spot here for the Cougars, just 1 out and a runner over there on third. Excuse me, and runners on the corners, actually. Showing bunt, but she's got to pull it back. No throw by the catcher, so now the Cougars have runners on second and third. Counts 0-1 now to Zabik. That one's going to be popped up. It's going to land foul over behind the away dugout. So 2 strikes now on Zabik. And that one's going to be grounded to third. Looks over the runner at home, but she's going to just get the for sure out over at first. That will give the Cougars a 3-2 lead.
At the plate, the second baseman, number 12, Cadence.
That's going to bring up number 12, Cadence Woodliff. So Woodliff and another RBI opportunity here for the Cougars. He's got a runner over on third. Pitch high and away. This inning, Thornton's struggled a little bit hitting her spots. Started off with walking a batter, leading off the inning, and hitting the next one. That pitch gonna miss as well, so now a 2-0 count here to Woodliff. And that one's going to be hit into left field, but it's going to be foul. So 2-1 count now to Woodliff. Got a hold of that one, but it was just a little bit early. Another ball going to be fouled off, so that's going to even up the count now. And Woodliff going to step back in here. That one's going to be grounded to the shortstop. But that's going to be the third out, and the Cougars are going to take the lead here in the bottom of the second, 3-2. We'll be right back here on the Averett Sports Network for the top of the third after this break.
On the feet.
And we're back here in the top of the third. That's going to bring up number 19, Brenna Westwood for the Hornets. So the Cougars answered back and took the lead here in the bottom of the second, so let's see what the Hornets do here in the top of the third. That first pitch going to miss, make it a 1-0 count. Pitch had some movement to it, but it's going to just miss outside there. So 2-0 count now to Westwood. That pitch is going to land in for a strike. That pitch going to miss low. So 3-1 count now to Westwood. See if Stevenson can come back with something in the zone. That pitch is going to miss, so she's going to walk the leadoff batter.
Now back to the third baseman, Danielle McNeil.
That's going to bring up third baseman, number 25, Danielle McNeil. He's got the leadoff runner on top of the third, no outs. Showing bunt. He's got to lay that one down. Luckenball tried to get the lead runner, but wasn't quite able to get her. So that's going to be ruled as a fielder's choice. Runners now at first and second. That's going to bring up number 16, Tiffany Bauer. So no outs, 2 runners on. Hornets were quick to put pressure on Averett after taking the lead in the top half of last inning. Excuse me, the bottom half of last inning. And that pitch going to be fouled off. So Bauer going to step back in. Showing bunt again. Gonna land foul. So 0-2 now. I imagine that Bauer will be swinging away with 2 outs. Or excuse me, 2 strikes. And that one's going to be lined in center. Zabik going to get under it. Runner's going to tag up. And she's going to slide into third. So runner's going to stay put on first. But now with 1 out, the Hornets have runners on the corners now. It's going to bring up number 23, Taylor Smith.
Number 23, Taylor Smith.
So, Cougars put in a tough spot now. Runners on the corners with 1 out. That ball going to be popped up. Luckenball going to get under it. And the throw over is going to miss. And she's going to be tagged out on the throw back over after the missed throw. So, great job by the Cougars recovering after the throw that missed the catcher. Be right back here after the break on the Averett Sports Network.
Averett University provides all you need for your future through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential. With flexible online and on-campus programs, affordable tuition, and over 50 majors and programs. Visit allaverett.com. Are you all in?
We're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Cougars able to make it out of the inning. So Cougars maintain their lead in the bottom of the second. So in the top of the third, that's going to bring up number 7, Taylor Sullivan, to the plate. Swinging at the first pitch, that's going to be a line to the shortstop. Great reaction there by Bauer. So with that, that's going to bring up number 13, Molly George.
Number 13, Molly George.
Swing and a miss by George. That one's going to be high and away, so that's going to even things up 1-1. It's just unfortunate for Taylor Sullivan in that last at bat. I mean, she got a hold of that ball, but just right at the shortstop, so not much she could do. And another one lines straight to the shortstop once again. She's got her work cut out for her at shortstop in this inning. And that's going to bring up number 1, Mackenzie Luckenbaugh. That pitch is going to be low. And that pitch going to just catch the outside corner there, so even count now to Luckenbaugh with nobody on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Let's see if she can get something going for the Cougars. And that pitch gonna miss as well. So 2-1 now to Luckenbaugh. She's gonna hit that one to the shortstop. And all 3 outs to shortstop Bauer. So good job defensively by Bauer to get Shenandoah out of the inning. And we'll be right back after the break.
Sova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
We're back here on the Averett Sports Network. I was going to bring up number 27, Sarah Median. That one's going to be lined into left center. So, first pitch. Going to get a single here for Shenandoah. Like the aggressive approach there. And now that's going to bring up number 5. And that one's good. She's got to lay down the bunt. Able to grab a hold of it, but no throw. So it's going to be a rule to single. Now Shenandoah's got runners on second and third. First and second with no outs. It's tough. It's tough for the Averett defense. But Stevenson worked out of a tougher situation before. Let's see if she can do it again.
How about number 13, Paige
It's going to
Eagleton?
bring up number 13, Paige Eagleton. Showing bunt, but going to miss there and bring the count to 0-1. Big spot for Eagleton. Already got one runner in scoring position. Showing bunt again. And runners thought about going, but they stay put. So even count now, 1-1 to Eagleton. And that pitch going to miss as well. Pitch almost got away there from George, but got a hold of it so the runners will stay put. Showing bunt again. And that will advance the runners. Rodriguez tries to get the force at third, but runner will be safe, and that will load the bases up for Shenandoah. Really tough spot here for the Cougars. Bases loaded. So Cougars are going to make a defensive change now. Number 3, Abby Sutton, going to come in and pitch.
How about number 6?
And number 6 going to come in, Rachel Blumenshine. Bases loaded here for the Hornets. No outs. First pitch going to just miss. That ball got to be popped up. Woodliff under it. And looks the runner at third, and she's going to stay put. So Cougars now have one out. Bases still loaded here for the Hornets, but
Number 1, Allison McQueenie.
a little bit of relief here, getting at least one out. So a double play is always a possibility. That pitch going to be high. So 1-0 count to number 1, Allison McQueenie. Going to be high and inside, so now 2-0. Got to make contact there, but it's going to be fouled off. That pitch going to miss low, so 3-1 count now. Tough spot here. Sutton with the pitch. That one's going to be high, so that's going to walk home a run and tie things up now. So things tied up. Just one out here in the top of the fourth. That's going to bring up number 19, Brenna Westwood. That pitch going to miss. A 1-0 count to Westwood. Sutton came into a tough situation, so she's just able to allow the one run. That would be great for the Cougars. George giving her some words of encouragement. So 1-0 count here to Westwood. That pitch gonna hit the strike zone, so good job by Sutton coming back with a strike. That pitch gonna miss high. 2-1. That one's going to be lined into right center. It's going to land. It's going to score 1. Might score 2. And it does. And the runner tried to stretch it out to second. She's going to get tagged out. So 2 outs now for the Cougars defense. But Shenandoah does take the lead. So Shenandoah's now got the 2-run lead. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
If you want to do scoreboard, you're more welcome to. Did we discuss it? The play is second.
So I'm just going to give a talk over about that tag out at second, and it's going to be confirmed that it is, in fact, an out. That's going to bring up number 25 for Shenandoah, Danielle McNeil. First pitch going to land in for a strike. That one gonna be popped up. George gonna get the catch, so Cougars get out of the inning, but Shenandoah does manage to take a 5-3 lead. We'll be right back here after the break on the Averett Sports Network.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon. With affordable tuition and 24/7 support, it all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And we're back now on the Averett Sports Network. Number 20, Hannah Jones leading off for the Cougars. Shenandoah managed to take the 5-3 advantage here in the top half of the inning. So let's see if the Cougars can answer back. First pitch going to land in for a strike. Jones going to foul that one off. So quick 2 strikes on Jones. After Jones, that's going to bring up third baseman Angela Rodriguez. Following Rodriguez, got Gates in the hole. That one's going to be popped up. Going to plunk the top of the away dugout. So Jones will retreat back. And swinging and miss there. She's going to go down on strikes. That's going to bring up Angela Rodriguez.
Number 16, Angela Rodriguez.
So now one runner, or one out, nobody on here. At the bottom of the 4th. Swinging at the first pitch. That hit's going to land in the left center. Rodriguez is going to get in with a stand-up double. Love the aggressive approach by Rodriguez swinging at that first pitch.
Now batting for the Cougars, number 9, Kaylee Gates.
It's going to bring up number 9, Kaylee Gates. So Cougars showing some life here. That would be huge for Averett to try and get on the board here in the 4th. We got a pinch runner for Rodriguez. It's going to be number 24, Allie Testerman, coming in.
Base for the Cougars, number 24, Allie Testerman.
So Cougars just down by 2 runs. So let's see what Gates can do here in this at-bat. Pitch going to miss low. Base hit here would certainly help Averett's cause, trying to claw back from the 5-3 deficit. That one's going to be swung on, popped up, but it's going to land foul on the home dugout side. Gates stepping back in with the 1-1 count. The pitch going to be a low and away. Almost gets away from the catcher there. But she'll hold on to it. 2-1 count to Gates. Gates going to growl that one over second, so 4-3 put out. That will advance the runner to third. So Testerman, who came in to pinch run, is over at third now with 2 outs. That's going to bring up number 6, Mackenzie Newcomb. Pitch going to miss. 1-0 count to Newcomb. So we're back to the top of the lineup here for the Cougars. Newcomb, a dangerous hitter. And that pitch going to be just off the black there. So 2-0 count now. Newcomb steps back in. Thought about it. And yes, that one's going to be a strike. Just barely caught the outside of the zone. And that one's going to be launched. Left fielder ranging back. Great catch by the left fielder. And that's going to take us to the top of the fifth after this break. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network in the top of the fifth. That's going to bring up number 16. Tiffany Bauer. First pitch going to be inside. So 1-0 count here to Bauer. That one's going to be lined into left center. It's going to get down. It's going to be extra bases for Bauer. She's going to reach second on a stand-up double. So it looks like the Hornets are going to have a pinch hitter. Hannah Evans stepping up to the plate.
For the Hornets, number 24, Hannah Evans. Also pitch running at second base for the Hornets, number 8, Eliza Hunt.
They also have a pinch runner coming in, number 8, Eliza Hunt. First pitch going to be popped up. Luckenbaugh under it. So that's going to be the first out here of the fifth inning. With that, that's going to bring up number 27, Sarah Median.
Number 27, Sarah Median.
And that one's going to be grounded. And Woodliff not able to get a hold on that one, so. Runner's going to reach third on that error.
Now by number 5, Savannah Thorne.
And with that, that's going to bring up Savannah Thorne up to the plate. Appears that Shenandoah may have a pinch runner here. And 11's going to come in for pinch run for Shenandoah, Shannon Keeney. That pitch going to land in there for a strike. So Cougars in a little bit of trouble here. Runners on the corners, 1 out, 0-1 count here. Swing and a miss. And runner is going to take second base. So 0-2 count, 1 out. Here to Thorne. Another swing and a miss, so Thorne's going to be sat down on strikes. Cougars in a little bit better of a situation now. 2 outs. Runner's still on second and third, but at least they just need 1 out to get out of this inning. That's going to bring up number 13, Paige Eagleton. That pitch is going to miss high, so 1-0 count to Eagleton. Reaching for that one, she is going to foul it off, so 1-1 count now. If Sutton can get the Cougars out of this inning, this would be huge. Just being down by 2, anything can happen here. That pitch is going to be high and inside, so bring it to 2-1. Pitch going to miss as well. That was close, but called a ball. So if the batters walked, it's going to load the bases back up for Shenandoah. Let's see if Sutton can battle back here in the count. And with that pitch, that's going to walk the batter. So once again, Shenandoah has the bases loaded. Head coach Carol Oberhelman coming over to make a change. And it looks like Taylor Sullivan, who was in the DP spot this game, has got to come back in and get the Cougars out of trouble. As I mentioned earlier, Sullivan just had a masterful performance in Game 1. So great move there to bring her in when
Taylor Sullivan.
When there's a bases loaded situation. She just needs to get 1 out. There's no one better here on the Averett softball squad. And now, Taylor Sullivan back in the circle here for the second time today. It's going to bring up number 6, Rachel Blumenshine. That one going to be fouled off. See if Sullivan can get it done here for her squad. 0-1 count, bases juiced with 2 outs. Huge spot here. Big swing and a miss. Sullivan bringing the heat there on that one. So 1 more strike stands between Sullivan and the bottom half of the 5th inning. And she's going to get sat down on strikes. Sullivan going to get the Cougars out of a tough spot with bases loaded. Man, oh man, Cougars able to hold the Hornets to a 2-run lead. We'll be right back here after the break.
Sova Health has the heart care you need to stay healthy. As a Duke Health affiliate in heart care, they are backed by the latest Duke guidelines and research, providing our community with enhanced quality health care. Whether it's cardiac screening or emergency heart care at their accredited chest pain center, they provide quality treatment close to home. Sova Health, heart care to live your healthiest life. Visit online at sovahealth.com/heart.
And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Zabek's going to lead off for the Cougars.
17, Hannah Zabek.
If you remember in the top half of the fifth, Cougars were in a sticky situation with the bases loaded, but Taylor Sullivan came in and got the huge strikeout to hold the lead right where it was. So that first pitch going to miss, so 1-0 count now to Zabek. Swing and a miss there by Zabek. Zabek going to foul that one off, so 1-2 count now here in the bottom of the fifth. And Zabek's going to be caught looking there. So that's going to be the first out of the bottom half of the fifth. That's going to bring up number 12, Cadence Woodliff. The pitch going to be high and away, so 1-0 count to Woodliff to start off this at bat. Next pitch going to miss as well. Woodliff going to foul that one off. That pitch going to be crushed. Left fielder wasn't able to make a play on that one, so Woodliff going to roll in with a stand-up double. That's just the momentum shift that the Cougars needed. That's going to bring up number 7, Taylor Sullivan, up to the plate.
Number 7, Taylor Sullivan.
Sullivan coming in for the Cougars for her at bat. Had a clutch strikeout with bases loaded. Now she has the opportunity with a runner on to try and get an RBI as well. That first pitch going to be fired in for a strike. And that pitch going to just miss now, even things up. Sullivan can drive this runner home. That'd be huge. That ball's going to be popped up. Right fielder going to get under it. Runner at second is going to tag up. Woodliff going to slide into third. So 2 outs. That's going to bring up number 13, Molly George, in a huge spot to cut the Hornet lead to potentially 1 run. So George will step in here. Thorne with the pitch. Swinging on the first pitch. That's going to be hit up the middle. And that is going to bring the Cougars within 1 run of Shenandoah. Great hitting there by Molly George, coming in clutch with 2 outs. It's going to bring up number 1, Mackenzie Luckenbaugh.
The first baseman, number 1, Mackenzie Luckenbaugh.
Yeah, no, man. Hits like that in those big situations really get you fired up. That first pitch going to miss high and away. Pitch going to miss, so 2-0 the count now to Luckenbaugh. That pitch going to hit that outside corner, so now a 2-1 count to Luckenbaugh. That one's going to be hit. Shortstop's going to get a glove on it. Luckenball's going to leg it out. She's going to be safe. So Luckenbaugh with a single there. Keep things going here for the Cougars. That's going to be their 6th hit of game 2. Runners on first and second. Now that's going to bring up number 20, Hannah Jones. So the Cougars potentially are just one swing of the bat away from at least tying things up. So let's see what Hannah Jones can do here. Looks like the Hornets are going to have a circle visit. They might have a pitching change here just to try and hold on to that lead. And they, in fact, will have a pitching change. It's going to bring up number 9, Kelsey Freeman, to come in and pitch. So Jones going to step back in here against the new pitcher, number 9, Kelsey Freeman. This is just Freeman's 2nd appearance here. That one's going to be fired in for a strike. Huge spot for Jones. And that one's going to be chopped foul. So 2 strikes now on Jones. That one's going to be fouled off, so she will stay alive. That one's going to get chopped to the pitcher. Has trouble fielding it. And with that, Cougars are going to have the bases juiced with 2 outs. That's going to bring up number 16, Angela Rodriguez. Rodriguez in the spot to crack the game wide open here for the Cougars with bases loaded. First pitch going to be fouled off. Rodriguez steps back in here with an 0-1 count. That one's going to be hit. It's going to get down. Cougars are sending 2. Second runner's going to be safe as well. Throw to third is going to get out, but not before the Cougars are able to score 2 runs and take the 6-5 lead. Man, big turn of events here for the Cougars in the later innings. We'll be right back after the break. And we're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Number 1, Allison McQueenie going to lead off here for the Hornets. Sullivan back in here in the circle for the Cougars. And that first pitch going to just miss a 1-0 count to McQueenie. Big hack there. So, with that, that's going to even things up 1-1. And that one's going to be fouled off. 1-2 count. Between Game 1 and Game 2, Sullivan currently has 10 strikeouts on the day. Swing and a miss. Sullivan gets her 11th strikeout of the day and her second of Game 2.
Now, number 19, Brenna Westwood.
Sullivan's just been absolutely dominant today, both in the circle and the batter's box, just getting it done for her squad and giving them the best opportunity possible to be in this game. So that first pitch going to miss low, so 1-0 count here to number 19, Brenna Westwood. Another pitch going to be fired in for a strike. So even count now to Westwood. So it's going to get grounded out, but going to be fouled, actually. It was close, but be fouled off. Really close pitch there, but that's going to bring things even now. 2-2. Sullivan with the pitch. And she's going to be sat down looking. That's another strikeout for Sullivan. That's going to bring up number 25.
Number 25, Danielle McNeil.
Danielle McNeil. So Sullivan already has 3 strikeouts in game 2, and that pitch going to be out of the zone for a ball. That one's going to be hit up. Left fielder ranging under it, and that's going to be the 3rd out. We'll be right back after the break here for the bottom of the 6th. We're back here on the Averett Sports Network. Quick 3 outs in the top half of the inning. So that's going to bring up number 9, Kaylee Gates. See if the Cougars can get some insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Just got to reach for that one. Got to get grounded to 3rd. And that's going to be a 5-3 put out. I thought that was going to bring up number 6, Mackenzie Newcomb. First pitch going to be off the plate for a ball. Newcomb going to look that one in for a strike. Big cut there for Newcomb, but not able to make contact there. Now a 1-2 count, 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And that one's going to be chopped to the 3rd baseman. So another 5-3 put out here. McNeil's been busy at 3rd this half of the inning.
Now batting for the Cougars, the center fielder, number 17, Hannah Zabik.
Now stepping up for the Cougars, number 17, Hannah Zabik. See if Zabik can get something going here with 2 outs. Zabik was sat down on strikes in her last at bat. Zabik steps in. Swinging on the first pitch. It's going to be fouled off. Pitch gonna be off the plate, so even count now, 1-1 to Zavik. That one's going to be lined into left center. Zavik's going to reach on a single. That's going to bring up number 12, Cadence Woodliff. If I remember correctly, Woodliff had a stand-up double in her last at bat. Off-speed pitch there, but that's going to miss. So Woodliff steps back in with a 1-0 count. One runner on, 2 outs. Their off-speed pitch there, going to miss. Pitch going to land in for a strike. That one's going to be fired in for a strike. Runner's going to take second. So Zavik's going to slide in there to second. Count's now 2-2 to Woodliff. So opportunity for at least one insurance run here for the Cougars. That one's going to be popped up. Going to land foul. And that one's going to be hit up. Shortstop's going to get under it, and that marks the end of the 6th inning. We'll be right back here for the top of the 7th after the break.
Is inclusive, encompassing, inspiring. Averett University provides all you need for a future you deserve through learning that embraces all of your infinite potential with flexible online and on-campus programs like our newest programs in entrepreneurship and psychology, with more coming soon, with affordable tuition and 24/7 support. It all leads to you becoming a catalyst for positive change. Visit allaverett.com. Averett University. Are you all in?
And we're back here in the top of the 7th. Just going to bring up number 16, Tiffany Bauer. Sullivan going to stay in the circle here for the Cougars and try and close things out. Bauer's going to look in, strike one. Oh. Big swing and a miss, so 0-2 count now to the leadoff batter. close pitch there by Sullivan, but no cigar. So that pitch going to be fouled off over the away dugout. Count will remain 1-2. And that's going to be another punch out for Taylor Sullivan. It looks like Shenandoah might have a pinch hitter here. It may be number 7, Michaela Cox. And it is, in fact, Cox stepping in.
Pitch hitting for Shenandoah, number 7, Michaela Cox.
Michaela Cox actually coming into this one batting .308, so good hitter to have up here at the plate. First pitch going to be fired in for a strike by Sullivan. That pitch going to be fouled off, nearly takes out the batter on deck over on the Shenandoah dugout side. That pitch going to be low, so 1-2 count now to Cox. That one's going to be popped up. Right fielder going to get under that one, so the Hornets down to their last out of the day.
Now batting the catcher, number 27, Sarah Medellin.
That's going to bring up number 27, Sarah Medellin. That pitch gonna just barely miss there. So 1-0 count to Medellin stepping back in. That one's gonna be flied out to the right fielder, and Cougars are gonna take game 2, 6-5. So this has been Landon Hendricks on the Averett Sports Network. Tune back in here tomorrow for Averett's women's lacrosse having their senior day here at 11 a.m. and then baseball having its doubleheader at 12:30 up against Randolph-Macon. So stay tuned on the Averett Sports Network. Until next time.